Hello, Mario Ramirez here, licensed asbestos contractor. We're going to talk about something that I get asked almost on a daily basis. In a home inspection, whenever you're doing a real estate transaction, it's very likely that your home inspector identifies this type of tape as an asbestos-containing tape. Um, Due to the age of the houses and the texture of the material, is likely for it to be asbestos. So they will recommend for you to do an additional inspection, and then many times this gets to be brought at the closing or along the lines of the due diligence, and it's a complex situation. Some people assume that by trying to cover it up, like it was done here or like it was done over there on the side, that is half covered, half no, they are solving the issue. And on the contrary, sometimes they don't only worsen the issue by putting tape and making the fibers go into the tube or the ductwork. Even worse, sometimes some people scrape that up, and then when you scrape that, then fibers are released into the crawl spaces, and then into the basements, and then into the houses, as well as into the ductwork unit, and then it will then be released into the living spaces. So the problem with asbestos in ductwork is a very important problem to tackle, and it should be discussed with a listing agent, or it should be discussed with the homeowner before a transaction is in place. I do recommend any listing to be inspected by an asbestos consultant or an asbestos inspector, and it should be done prior to even listing the home. So it is important to know what are the conditions of this asbestos and whether or not it needs to be abated or removed prior to the listing. Sometimes EPA recommends that if it's not disturbed, if it's not touched, if nothing is going to be done to the asbestos, the EPA claim that the fibers are not released, and therefore there is no a big issue. Now, in the case of ductwork, it's a little different because these ductwork systems are in place for 50 or 70 years, and they do need to be cleaned. There is dandruff, there is animal hair, there is skin, there's all kind of other biological and minerals inside the ductwork. And when you clean it, then the joints move, and then asbestos is disturbed. So as a asbestos professional, I do recommend that if your ductwork is 50, 60 years old, then you should consider seriously replacing that ductwork. Just as you replace your air conditioning unit every 20 or 30 years, the ductwork should also be replaced due to the contaminants. Thank you for watching.